So we continue verse 83. Okay?
83.
83, we finished right here yesterday. We continue with the purport here. So we are reading today from Vilapa Kusumanjali, verse 83. I will repeat the verse and then we continue with the purport where we stopped yesterday. O Radhe, O granddaughter, the time has come for you. Worship. The time has come for you. Worship of the sun god. Where are you? Will these angry words of Mukara sound like nectar to me and make me happy? O Radhe, O granddaughter, the time has come for your worship of the sun god. Where are you? Will these angry words of Mukara sound like nectar to me and make me happy? So as we mentioned already yesterday, this is a prayer of Kusumanjali to Srimati Radhika because she's worried now her time has come for worshipping the sun god. And she's asking, where are you, O granddaughter? It is time now for your worship of the sun god. So this is the concern of the Manjari, always want to make Radharani happy and that she's doing her things as she's supposed to do. But sometimes she's so much longing for her Shyama that she's forgetting everything and running, going here and there, doing this and that. And sometimes the Manjaris secretly are following her to observe or to be ready to be there if some seva will be required. Actually, this is a really full-hearted prayer to Srimati Radhika from her beloved Tulasi Manjari. They are very close. And that's the way it should be. We should be very close to our Swamini. I continue now with the purport. In the previous verse, Sri Raghunath experienced his Charana Seva, foot service of Radharani. And in this verse, he perceives Mukara. Mukara is the mother of Kirtita Devi, Sri Radha's mother. In the morning, just after Radhika has secretly returned home from Seva Kunja, where she had spent the night with Krishna, Mukara comes into her bedroom and exclaims, O Radhe, O granddaughter, why are you still sleeping? Don't you know that it is Sunday today? Everybody is awake already. Quickly, get up. Bed and prepare yourself for your ritual worship of the sun god, the family deity of her father. These angry words sound like nectar to Radhika's maidservants, because by going out for this worship, Sri Radhika has plenty of opportunity to meet Krishna at Radhakunda and to play all kinds of blissful pastimes with him. So everything is very nectarian. And although they know that she was out all night and she is sleeping, everyone else is already awake. They are saying, wake up. It is time now. It is Sunday. What are you doing? Why are you sleeping? And they are very happy because all kinds of pastimes can happen unpredictable. Nobody knows what is happening next, and they are very eager to relish the next pastime, to observe, to be there, always ready to prepared to do some seva, to please her, as here it is said. Now they have to bathe her, ornamenting her, putting some footlock maybe, putting some garments, ankle bells, preparing her very nicely for her, for the next things that are to come.
This is also very interesting. Family deity is usually have some near, but in this occasion, Radhika's family deity was not so near, quite far. So, and then Mukara gives some permission to going out to worship, sun god. And then Manjari listening, next meeting, what kind of arrangement we should do. And Radhika also, because generally speaking, for going out, we need permission from elders, like mother-in-law or, grandmother or sister-in-law, whoever, senior. So, and then this occasion, openly, they say, you prepare for going out, sun god worship. So, and this word is angry word, but give them permission to going out. Then they can meet. They have many chances to meet. Like Kusumanjali or Radha Kunda, or even Sangat place. Sometimes Krishna disguised as priest. So many pastime will happening. So in this case, so Mukara give Radhika or Radhika's Manjari a permission, or not a permission, go means encouragement for going out. So this is very interesting and encouraging for Radhika.
One of the 108 names of Sri Radhika is Mukara Drik Sudha Naptri. She is the nectar-like granddaughter for Mukara's eyes. Mukara is externally unfavorable to Krishna, but within herself, she actually hopes that Radha can meet him.
Wow. No, this is it. So this is Ananda Gopal Goswami's comment. Sometimes maybe Western world, they say inside, outside, same. But in Brajalila, sometimes inside, outside is different. Even Radhika also say something, different from inside. In material field, this is not good. But a spiritual field, it is like a parakya way. Even like Asian people do, externally behave or say something and inside different. So this is, and then this pastime become more opulent in this field, and external behavior and internal feeling.
When Vishaka hears Mukara's angry words and sees her standing on the threshold of Sri Radhika's bedroom, she gets up from bed at once and says, "Sakhi Radhe, quickly get up." Srimati, lying asleep on her bed, exhausted of her loving pastimes with Krishna the previous night, looks like a lordly swan steered by the waves of a lake when Vishaka and Mukara disturb her like that. She wakes up with a shock, but then she dozes off again. Then Tulasi, who knows that her time to serve has come, starts awakening Radhika by gently massaging her lotus feet. Here we can see the different moods. Tulasi Manjari, she is very sweet, so she starts to massaging the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika to get her waking up. Instead, Vishaka, she's like more angrily calling her, "Wake up, wake up. What are you sleeping?" And Srimati, she's like in a shock. She waked up, but then she dazzles away. So this is the different mood between Vishaka and Tulasi Manjari, how they approach Swamini according to the individual feelings. So there are also Manjaris who are also in a different mood. We have like left side Manjaris and right side Manjaris. So there are different moods.
I feel this is a difference of Saki mood, ordinary Saki mood, or Samasneha Saki's mood, and Radha Adik Sneha Saki's mood. Because Vishaka is same age with Radhika. So Radhika is like equal. So he can say anything, because they are very intimate friends. Because even Vishaka is same day, a same moment, they appear. So therefore, their nature is almost same.
Yeah.
And so Vishaka say, equally. But Manjari's case, our purpose is to please Radhika. We are in the Sevaras. So our duty, our loving service is to serve Radhika.
And it is natural because the Manjaris are younger. And when Vishaka is the same age, they are more like girlfriends. They can do like that sometimes. Between friends, they are like, hey, come, wake up now.
Yeah.
But the maidservant, she's younger and she has a different kind of approach.
And if somebody is sleeping, and then if we massage or foot or some other place, then slowly our consciousness comes up. And sometimes Gurudev is sleeping, and someone who does service, they're massaging Gurudev, and then slowly, consciousness become more awakened, and then stand up like this. So Manjari is always caring Radhika. Saki also caring, but a different mood we could see. Huh?
And here also we can see that Tulasi Manjari very expertly knows what Srimati likes. And she's doing this in a very loving way. This is the expertise of the Manjari. She's not listening to what Vishaka is saying or is not disturbed by that. But in the love, things are coming spontaneously because we want to please the other. So unconditional love is always to give without expecting anything in return.
So Pramara would say, massaging feet. This massaging feet is not ordinary massaging. Just like Krishna does massage. So Radhika was remembering, oh my God, Krishna's massaging. Also same time, very soon we could meet. I could meet Mohan again. And this kind of both feeling maybe, inside. And then slowly get up. And then Manjari is very intimate seva, like bathing and offering like betel, many things.
Now Sri Radhika slowly wakes up and sits up on her bed. Suddenly, Mukara becomes doubtful when she sees Krishna's yellow cloth that Radhika had accidentally put on before she separated from Krishna at dawn on her. Doubtfully, Mukara calls out, "Ai, Vishake, what is this? I saw Krishna wearing this yellow cloth last evening, and now I see it on your Saki's body. Aho, what kind of behavior is this for uncontaminated housewives?" Because actually Radhika, she's married with Abhimanyu, and she's not supposed to go out at night and meet someone else. And now Mukara, she's very much hesitated, disturbed. Why you are wearing this cloth, this yellow cloth that I saw on this Krishna last night, last evening? She's like chastising here. What kind of behavior is this? You are not supposed to act like this. Vishaka is shocked when she sees the situation, but she quickly regains her presence of mind and says, "O old Mukare, O naturally blind woman, the red rays of the morning sun are shining in through the window and are making Shri Radhika's blue cloth seem like golden." So Vishaka, she's the friend of Radhika. In the first moment, she get in a shock state, like, what? Now she will find out. But then, very quickly, she get her mind together, and she says to Mukara, "Oh, old Mukare, you are like old, you are not seeing very well. You are being illusioned by the sun rays who are coming in the window and make seeming the cloth that Radhika has on to appear yellow." She's like putting her around the finger, so to speak. So they are very expertly and very much concerned that nothing happens to Radhika. They are helping her out.
So this is this is very intimate pastime is behind it. So last night in the Nikunja, Radha and Mohan was doing intimate pastime. And then they become just so excited. And they become one, united. They are meditating and then united. And then they forget who am I. Radhika forget I'm Radhika. Mohan forget I'm Mohan. And then they start thinking, oh, Radhika start thinking, I'm Mohan. And Radhika start thinking, I'm Mohan. Krishna start thinking, I'm Radhika. So somehow or other they change the clothes. And then they are completely change the role. Object becomes subject. Subject become object. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is called Prema Vilasa Vivarta. Too much ecstasy, bewildering due to Radhika's Mahabhava and Madanakya Mahabhava. So they forget, and then they start thinking partner's feeling. So, and then in the morning, still they are thinking, Radhika thinking, I'm Mohan. And Krishna thinking, I'm Radhika. So they don't recognize, and clothes is changing. So in the morning, they are completely observed in this baba and then go back to their home. Then Mukara find out, oh, hey Radhika, you are supposed to be very pure, most chaste lady in Braja. But what kind of behavior is here say uncontaminated? Means so pure. But what kind of behavior you did last night? And then Vishaka was so expert. This is Saki or Manjari does. They don't agree. No. You are very old. you cannot see properly. And then next sentence also, we also made mistake many times. So what to speak of you? You are so old. You are thinking you could see properly, but not. You understand you are so old. Even us, we are young. We also made mistake many times. And then Mukara was start thinking, oh my God, it's true. And, little bit, like think. And then Manjari was expertly changing clothes. So this is the beauty of seva of Saki and Manjari. And this, many Saki also have a, Bamya Baba, has opposition. They say, Mukara says something, no. You are old, you are blind lady. So this is very sweet and interesting pastime.
And it is also a very good example of loyalty. They are full loyal to Srimati Radhika, no matter what, no matter in what troubles they will be in if Mukara will find out. But they are so loyal out of so much love for Swamini that they will do everything to get her out of this uncomfortable situation for her.
Yeah, and also very expert Daksha. I think Guru Bhashtakam say, Nikunja you know, Lati Keri Siddha.
Yes.
Yayari bi yukti ira pekshani. Tatorati Daksha. Lati Barabas. So, Bandiguro Shri Charanarabunda. So, our Guru Manjari is so expert doing the seva to Radha and Mohan. So, they know time, place, circumstance. So, and they're always ready to protect Radhika or support Radhika. So this is one of protection. Because Radhika is in danger.
Very much.
Critical situation. But, and Saki Manjari help Radhika. And then Mukaravinda was understand.
We also make this mistake many times. What to speak of you? Don't vainly pollute the reputation of our Saki, who is the crown jewel of all chaste girls. So here they want to put Mukara in doubt, because they say, don't say like that. How are you? She is so pure. She is the crown jewel of all chaste girl. How can something like that even come to your mind? So they put in her like, they want to bewilder her, like to think that I am wrong, that really happened what they are saying, that she was bewildered by the sunlight.
And maybe if Gurudev, this may say, he mentioned who is the crown jewel of the whole chaste girl. What do you mean chaste? For Radhika, chaste is for 1.4 Mohan. She loves Mohan one-pointedly. No other thinking. For other Manjari, chaste is one point for Radhika. Just Manjari want to please Radhika and don't think about moha, personal things. So this chastity and one pointedness is very much important. So this we could learn how Radhika is one point for Mohan and how Tulasi Manjari one point for Radhika. This object is different. Samsaki loved Krishna more than Radhika. This is usually we say gopi. And this feeling is gopi bhav. Because we are spirit soul. Our soul has super soul. And highest stage of super soul is Krishna. And love super soul, love Krishna is the highest stage of soul consciousness. That's Gurudev usually say. And then some Saki, some Gopi equally love Radha and Mohan. Like Vishaka Saki, Lalita Saki. So they are Samasneha Saki. They Samasneha, but more or less they are more inclined to Krishna. Because some chance is coming, they personally associate with Mohan. But Manjari's case, they love Radhika more than Mohan. So even in their dream, they don't think Krishna or they don't think to direct association with Krishna. So this is the beauty of Radha Adik Sneha Saki, who is called Manjari or Kinkari. And this chaste means one pointedness. So Gurudev may say like this.
While Mukara pays attention to Vishaka's words, Tulasi immediately takes Krishna's yellow cloth away from Sri Radhika and replaces it with a blue one. So this is like a game they are playing. They are getting Mukara's attention that she is like engaged by them, and at that moment, Tulasi immediately is acting. She's replacing the yellow cloth with a blue one. This is the expertise of the Manjari they are observing, and they know at the right point they act. Seeing the blue cloth, Mukara shyly goes away. She goes out carefully. What would happen if Jatila saw this? In the Purvarada act of the Vidakta Madhava Natakam, Mukara describes how Sri Radha is overwhelmed by feelings of love in separation from Krishna. How much everyone in Vraja loves Swamini, who is the embodiment of deep love. How much Mother Yashoda, Mother Rohini, and Dhanishta love her in Nandishvara. The maidservant is very proud of Swamini's glories. This is what gives the Manjaris everything. and they are very proud of her Swamini and the glories, and that she is the queen of Vrindavan, and she is loved by everyone in Vrindavan. She's so popular, and
but someone other Radhika's glory was hidden in the Veda. Even Srimad Bhagavatam, Radhika's name does not appear directly. Thank you. And so therefore, without Rashika Vaishnava's help, we don't understand the glory of Radhika. And I feel Krishna want to know Radhika's glory. And Krishna want to spread the glory of Radhika. And also same time, he want to spread, at first he want to taste glory of maid servant of Radhika, and then give it to all people in Kali Yuga, the glory of maid servant of Radhika. And their feeling is called Manjari Baba, Unnato Ujjwala Rasa. So, this is a great opportunity to learn Radhika's glory and Radhika's Manjari, Kinkari's glory. Because Gurudev, Prabhupada said, God consciousness, God and concept of God and concept of absolute truth is different. So many people has concept of God, even among the devotees. They think Krishna's God. Yes, Krishna's God, but more highest God is there. Because Radhika Prema Guru Amishishana. Our Jiva's soul is Krishna, but Krishna's soul is Radhika. Especially love. Krishna is thinking, oh, Radhika is my guru. That means love is higher than God. So this Prabhupada represents concept of God, a concept of absolute truth. Absolute truth is Sum Bonam, in Sanskrit Param Satyam. And then, what is absolute truth? And what is Param Satyam? Prabhupada said, absolute truth means all source of all energy. So this is absolute truth. So, but Prabhupada did not mention the name of Radhika so much. And so therefore, many devotees thinking Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, but some fortunate person could understand this absolute truth is actually Radhika. Krishna's soul is Radhika. This actually Prabhupada want to show us. But we are so neophyte, so immature. So we could not understand properly. So then Prabhupada said to Narayan Maharaj, I could not explain everything. So please help them. Please help my devotee. Before leaving, before Prabhupada leaving his body, Prabhupada said to Narayan Maharaj in Hindi language. So therefore, most of the devotees could not understand what they are talking about. So, and then Narayan Maharaj said, don't forget, please forget Krishna is Supreme Personality Godhead. And then put Radhika, more important. And then our Gurudev Sadhu Maharaj is more clearly explained what is one pointness, what is Vishama Sneha, Sama Sneha, Radha Adik Sneha. What is Manjari's feeling? Don't mix Gopi Baba and Saki Baba, who is Manjari. So this is Gurudev's great contribution upon us.
Gune kore mana pagala. Your attributes madden my mind. Stavamala and Stavavali are filled with Radharani's sweet attributes. In his Ujjvala Nilamani, Srila Rupa Goswami describes 25 attributes of Sri Radha and helps the practicing devotees to get acquainted with them by elucidating them.
So maybe little explain.
Yeah.
So this Stavamala is written by Sri Rupa Goswami. And Stavabali is written by Raghunatha Das Goswami. It is said Stavabali is more intimate. And because Raghunath Das Goswami is follower of Rupa Goswami, Rupa Manjari, so he shows us clear, sometimes, concept of Manjari Bhava. So this one of Stavabali, Uttavaji also mentioned, is Vilapa Kusumanjali.
One part of Stavavali.
Yes, Stavabali consists, it is 29 is one, some kind of poem, Stava.
Okay.
It's one of them is called Vilapa Kusumanjali. So I was shocked, honestly, because if we read without explanation, at least I cannot catch so much. What they're talking.
Yes.
And what is the importance of practicing Manjari Bhava? I don't understand.
Yes.
But with the help of this Ananda Gopal Goswami, with the help of Anandas Vaja Maharaj, with the help of our Sadhu Maharaj, then we could understand more clearly, and we can go into more deeply. We can dive more into deeply. So, and this book describes Radhika's qualities, Radhika's guna. Also, some part describes Manjari's feeling and Manjari's activity, and also Radhika's glory. So this is for us is quite amazing. We may know, some name Stavamala, Stavabali, but we don't know what really they are talking about inside. Yes. So by the mercy of acharyas, so we could know something about the glory of Radhika and Radhika's maid servant, Manjari. So this is a great gift for us.
And as Sripad is mentioning here, this is very important for the practicing devotees to know about these things and on what we should meditate during our bhajan, during our practice, and by going deep in our meditation, it will bring us there so that we can cultivate our eternal spiritual body and our seva that we have there. And this will also help us to fix our flickering mind, because the mind wants to jump here and there and here and there. And the practice is to chant. And by chanting and meditating about our Manjari Swarup and our seva, we can fix our mind and make our mind one-pointed. That is not bringing us out anymore, or lesser and lesser, because we are of the marginal energy. This tendency is always there, that we come out of the spiritual again into the material, into the body consciousness. But then, as soon as this happens, we immediately start to pray for a new service, and to go more deep again and to be transported there. And we pray also that our mind would not deviate anymore so much. So here it is a recommendation in this book for the practicing devotee, how to do and what the direction should be. This is especially to be discussed and relished by the practitioners of Manjari Bhav. So here is again pressing on the point that this subject matters especially should be discussed, and by discussing them, they are relished, because what we speak and to whom we associate with, there we are transporting our consciousness, putting our consciousness in our mind. And that is the relish. Then we are relishing, because this becomes manifested by their grace, because we are eager. And because of that eagerness, we want to discuss this in the league of the devotees, of Rasik Vaishnavas. And by their mercy, everything can happen. And then we get a drop of nectar. And that taste, that relish of that nectar will keep us practicing, will make us more eager, will accelerate our sacred greed to go deeper and deeper and to relish more and more. Because in spirituality, these things are insatiable. It is not limited, like when we are enjoying with our material senses. That is very limited. And therefore the mind is going here and there and here and there, searching always for a new victim for our sense gratification.
Mm. Yes. And if we love somebody, and then we want to hear that person more and more, then more feeling coming, more greed coming. So if we think our goal is not Krishna, but Radhika, then we wish to hear more Radhika's quality, guna, or Radhika's beauty, or Radhika's pastime. So, and then if we hear and discuss among the same Sajati Sangha, same likely mind, same goal who has devotee, and this kind of with devotees, if we share and discuss and hear, then our feeling is more ulasa, more enlivening, and more feeling, more desire to get radical seva is increasing. So therefore, here Baba mentioned these radicals kata, especially here mentioned Stava Mara, Stava Bali, or sometimes Ujvara Niramani. So to be discussed and relished by practitioner of Manjari Baba. This is very reasonable and very much encouraging. Yeah.
Jai. For Tulasi, Mukara's angry words sound like nectar because she knows that Mukara means to say, quickly go to the shore of Radha Kund. Krishna sits in the Kunja waiting for you. Do you think that is good? So is this the meaning of the internal attitude and the external behavior? She says externally something, but internally she means something else. She's favorable internally, but maybe externally she has to show because of her position as grandmother.
Or sometimes say mother or grandmother or Gurudev, even Gurudev, become angry on behalf of son, daughter, or student, because they are not, they don't like them, no, but they like, they love son and daughter or disciples, but they give some direction. You should go this way, not that way. Not bodily conscious. You go in Swarupa way. And here, Mukara directly or maybe indirectly saying, Krishna is waiting. You be, hurry. Why you waste of time? Get up. This is, we can understand how Radhika is beloved and how Radhika is loved by everyone. And Radhika's center. So everybody want to help Radhika in some other way. Sometimes Radhika's mood, sometimes some elder gopi maybe chastised Radhika, or sometimes obstruct Radhika to meet Krishna. But many ways they want to help. And this is very much amazing, Rashka's explanation.
Meanwhile, the vision vanishes, and Sri Raghunatha prays. O granddaughter Radhika, O eternal worshipper of the sun, now is your time for worshipping the sun god. O dearest one, where have you gone, leaving the altar of worship? With whom are you having rasic conversations? Here we can see the beauty of the Rasic Vaishnava, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami. As soon as the vision vanishes, he immediately starts praying to be there again and catching the feeling, praying. This feeling is not leaving him immediately. So this is an example how to put the mind in the right direction, because diversion is the nature of the mind. Like Gurudev says, ping pong. And as Jananda Maharaj was saying, if some chastisement is there, sometimes Gurudev is chastising his disciples, but out of love, because he sees that the mind of the disciple is like too much frog-like, jumping here, jumping there, and he's only putting the mind again in the right direction. And he says, here is the way, you have to go this way. No, not jumping out, here, this way. Sometimes it's not so easy to let this through. Therefore, it is said that it's favorable if we can surrender. Surrender means that we give ourselves to Sri Guru, that he can guide us. And this is made out of love, of his unconditional love. He's giving so much love. We cannot imagine how much love there is. And we are the most lucky ones that we have came in contact with our Gurudev, that he actually found us. He found us. He's finding his disciples. So we should have some appreciation for that and recognizing what this Vaishnava has to offer and have a deep appreciation for it, for his guidance and his help that he's offering. And if we cannot see it, then it's because of our own blockages.
Very good. And one day, Gurudev said, what is surrendering? And I replied, surrendering means our body, our mind, heart, soul offering to Krishna. But Gurudev said, yeah, it's okay. But surrendering your ego to Guru. False ego, give up and give it to Guru. All ego, give up and give it to Guru. Because our problem is our ego. Ego means Purisha Bhiman, I'm enjoyer, I'm controller, I'm boss. And also, we think I'm this body. This is our problem. So Gurudev is saying, surrendering means give up this bodily consciousness and give up this soul. And give us so ego and offer this offer to Guru. So this is surrendering. And here this last part of the sentence. Now is your time for worshipping Sangha. Now is your time for worshipping the Sangha. This means now is your time for meeting your moha. So worshipping Sangha means meeting moha. So Nukara is suggesting, now time for meeting, no. So why don't you go? This I feel.
A very nice point, Maharaj. So we have to surrender our ego, and being within the ego means that we are in the bodily consciousness, identifying with this material body, identifying with the urge of the senses. And to be in the false ego is also criticizing others. Even if we see that someone is doing something good, we will criticize because of our ahankara, false ego. So the only way to come out, it's very difficult by ourselves. We cannot do because it's something very strong. We have to give up all that. And we can do this only by surrender. This is very important. The ego doesn't like to surrender because the ego likes to lord over the material nature. So we have to change our tendency to lord over the material nature called Purusha Abhiman and come into our Prakriti nature. And this is not a matter of body that we are in. Also in the female body, the male nature may be predominant and we want to enjoy. We have to come out of this enjoying nature and understand that all material world is Prakriti and Krishna is the only Purusha. So we are supposed to be enjoyed by the enjoyer. So this is a whole process who takes a lot of time. We should be very patient and patiently continue practicing and knowing that somewhere, sometime, or somehow we will get there if we let guide us by Sri Guru. And giving up also our tendency to be independent, because we want to be independent, we cannot surrender. And being independent means that we are or we become fruitive workers, as it is described in the Bhagavad Gita.
And also, we are fortunately staying Braja, and sometimes we could see Gurudev's behavior or Brajamish's behavior, or maybe other devotees' behavior. And I found out they're very relaxing. Very relaxing. Brajamasi and Gurudev is always relaxing.
Yes.
And, not feel tension. And then they are like seeing the situation. And then whatever seeing the situation, they kind of follow, they surrender. But we are, come from some other country. Okay, now we want to do, in this time we want to this place. We want to see this place, this place, this place, we want to see this much. We are planning too much.
Yeah.
But sometimes, Radha Mohan said, no, you go more relax. I'll guide you. But you are thinking, I'm doer, So we feel like sometimes we have problem, too much thinking, too much planning.
Yeah.
And then if too much planning, whatever we don't want to go our plan, then we are very frustrated and become angry. And that means we are not surrendering. So these things we are learning, because sometimes, something does not good, sometimes we complain, why water not coming? Why not the air condition is not working? Why internet is not working? Sometimes we are frustrated. Of course, this is maybe natural, but Indian Brajavasi, they are more or less like they are kind of surrendering. What's happening? Okay, it's okay.
Because how they can surrender, or they seem so surrendered so much, because the Vrichabasi, they know that this is a temporary situation, and we still think that this will remain forever. The circumstances that we are in will remain like that forever. And this is the illusion of the material world, because kala, time, is eating everything up. This body is becoming old, but the desires remain the same. But we cannot do anything anymore because the body is old, and then we get frustrated in old age. Because somehow we realize that we have to give up this body. So we have to die anyway. And for that, I think we should take advantage of this golden opportunity and use this human form of life that we have got in a proper way.
So yesterday, Suniti did reading Prema Bhakti Chandrika, I think 58 verse. Yeah, something. And then Gurudev saying, this verse is so important for us. Everybody should read. The main point is this: how our mind should be meditate. My English is not good, but Baba saying this mind has so much power to produce something. So if we think material thing, then material thing, the mind produces material things. But if we meditate spiritual thing, then spiritual thing, they produce. So whatever we do in our sadhana, in this sadhaka deha, and this meditation goes to next life. So therefore, nowadays, Gurudev's, of course, before also, Gurudev's checking point is where our mind goes. Mind goes material things or bodily things, or mind goes to swarupa or spiritual things. So this is how our mind is very tricky. Always thinking something material or some enjoyment. And yesterday was that 58th verse is Sanat Kumara Sanhita. And this Sanat Kumara Sanhita is thinking how to meditate. We think we are made servant of Radhika in this Swarupa, and day and night meditate Radha Mohan pastime. Then we can get that perfection, something like that. So, if everybody interested, Gurudev suggesting yesterday 58th verse of Prema Bhakti Chandrika.
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
It's very helpful for our meditation or for our daily sadhana and daily life. So I want to share. Yesterday Gurudev was saying this is wonderful, very wonderful verse.
Yes, because Sripad there is very nicely explaining it also from a psychological point of view, the power of thought, where this can bring us and how much powerful this is. Where we put our minds, there we will be. It's very nice explanation and very it's very logical, explained, so we can get a nice picture, or we know more how to use our own power of thought and where it will bring us. Therefore, I think Gurudev recommended this very much. And there are also many more very deep points there.
Yes. And yesterday, time is coming, 5:30, but Gurudev said, no, don't stop this time. Then we miss the goal.
Yeah.
Because we are thinking, many devotees thinking Krishna is God. No. Our goal is absolute truth. Our goal is radha. And then finally, in this verse mentioned the final point. And then Gurudev is happy. And then we don't miss this point.
And it was also discussed Bhagavad Gita 10.10, where Srila Prabhupada actually is explaining this in his purport very nicely, that Krishna is the source of process and not the ultimate goal, but he's the source of process.
Or way of progress. This is not interesting, really.
So this is also something I want to go more deep. I have to elaborate this more. I have to read this by my own and study it. Like Srila Prabhupada said, we should study his books. Not only reading, studying is very important, because if we are studying something, then we can get more deep into the subject.
And then what to study? I think Sadhya sadhana. Sadhya means goal. What is our goal? And sadhana is how to attain this goal. What is the process to attain the goal? And also we need this sambandha. What kind of relation we should have to attain the desired goal of life. So this is discussed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramananda.
So I read now the last line here from the purport. Raghunathas Goswami prays, when will these wonderful angry words of Mukara shower my ears with nectar? When can I relish these ever-fresh words?
Could you say in this again, one verse, this 83 verse?
So I read again the verse. O Radhe, O granddaughter, the time has come for your worship of the sun god. Where are you? Will these angry words of Mukara sound like nectar to me and make me happy?
It's only sort of salvation we put it here. It's the problem.
Raghunathas Goswami prays, when will these wonderful angry words of Mukara shower my ears with nectar? When can I relish these ever-fresh words? So Raghunathas Goswami prays, when it will be possible to dive again in this nectar ocean of these wonderful nectarian words, when will he be able to relish it again? Means he's longing to be again in his constitutional position as Tulasi Manjari within the Kunja. And that should be our goal too. That is called the desired goal. It is desirable to be there. Because this body is anyway the artificial covering of the soul. Artificial means it's not real. It's temporary. It doesn't mean that it is not existing, but it is of temporary nature. Therefore, it is called artificial because it has nothing to do with the soul, with who we really are.
Does anybody some comments or sharing and welcome?
Yeah, so the commentary finishes here, and we will continue tomorrow with verse 84 and try to keep this nectarian pastime within our meditation of today so that we can dive also within. And thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Jai Jai
Shri Ram.